Get it. Guys, there's gonna be 35 episodes each thing. It's gonna be like 30 episodes more until we're into the playoffs. So, guys, we might stop at halftime. I don't know. Depends. If I want to stop at halftime, then I'll end the stream, but I probably don't. But yeah, you never know.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is...
Thank you, Coach.
Our
From
first
beautiful
game
South Florida,
raining.
there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Detroit Lions and the Miami Dolphins. This will be taken very short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. Ryan Tannehill will be orchestrating the offense, the top 10 pick back in 2012.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
On first down, it's Tannehill. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Outside
So,
handoff to the
guys,
right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early, so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
They talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And we look now at the Lions offense.
One way I really judge a player's value is when opponents know what your strengths are, yet they still can't take that away. That tells me you're a heck of a player. For Theo Riddick, everyone knows about his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield, yet he's still the primary target for Matthew Stafford on just about any passing situation.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. It's complete to Golden Tate. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And a look at the starters for the Miami defense.
A player that demands our attention, demands that we spotlight him, highlight him, whatever you want to call it, is Cameron Wake, the defensive end for the Miami Dolphins, because at the age of 35, he had 10.5 sacks. It's the 5th time in his career he's hit double digits. All this after 2 seasons ago, coming back from an Achilles tear. Cameron Wake knows how to get it done.
Play action. Stafford. Dancing to his left. And his throw is incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. 3rd down here.
As a general rule, receivers love the comeback route because it puts them right in the sight lines of the guy throwing the ball. But in this case, the defender saw it and were able to knock it away.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Wonder, can we at least carry a line to the
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And a big loss here as he's taken down. William Hayes. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Here is Matt Prater now. He's got the leg for this as he holds the NFL record with a 64-yarder back in 2013. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the starting crew defensively for Detroit.
Finishing in the top 10 in the NFL with 12 sacks last year was Ziggy Ansah, and I just absolutely love his backstory. Went to BYU to run track, maybe play some basketball. Instead discovered a game he had never played before, American football. And now look at him, a perennial double-digit sack guy in the league.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 3rd down.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. Tannehill with a hook up to Parker for the Dolphin first.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3-and-out. First carry for Frank Gore back home here in Miami. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, You can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense, to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
Oh, yeah, he had position. Yeah, he had position. I'd seen this. I don't really care if it's a fail, but you never know. I think no.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
You're kicking a field
goal.
goal.
It comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Nice little nifty play for him there. You know, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. He's going to sling this deep down, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Rashad Jones. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Lions will take over at the 20. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 20. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. On second down, Elliott. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Minkah Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the first-round pick out of Alabama.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because
under a heavy rush and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And now running right through it. Oh, another beautiful move.
And that's better than the two-step, isn't it?
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up first and 10 at their 38. Back to throw, Tannehill over the middle, and it's incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Draw play. Tannehill gives to Drake. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, Zeke with a quick feet. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series...
And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Brutal, so take away the long
Still
touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
On 1st and 10, Stafford flushed out right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
The Lions into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. The give is to Elliott. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So an even first quarter on the scoreboard, but the threat of points on the horizon. 0-0 our score, and we'll be back to South Florida after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down at 5 here to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
When I see Cameron Wake make plays like that, I can't help but shake my head sometimes. He had to go to Canada first before he came back to the NFL, where he's now an All-Pro.
Yeah, undrafted out of Penn State, but look at him now.
And just think about all the pass rushing moves he has.
Open is Tate. Touchdown, Lions. Golden Tate, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are in for 6.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6,
Oh, you
7 yards
overthrew
on
him.
first
I
down
thought he was going to
and
go
make it
for
a
a home
2nd and
run.
3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs
was
that way.
open.
Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 12 yards there. The Dolphins have a first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by
It's
the
the pick
linebacker, Sean Lee.
six.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Pick 6 for the Lions.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air.
It's a
They
pick
treat it
6.
like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Prater on to add the extra point. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall.
Where's May's? May.
Incomplete. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Tannehill. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's 4th.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give them even better starting position. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll give to Elliott. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space.
Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2.
Water dispenser. It's fine. Oh, you need your own water dispenser? Yeah. Well, get in.
In this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught. Jones. They're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain.
His stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. He's got it at the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Throwing is Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And this one's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. To throw is Stafford. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
But maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And Prater's kick is on the money.
Hi.
Nothing. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe the Dolphin got going a little early.
False start, offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. Got a man, it's Amendola. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Throwing on 1st down.
I'm just lucky at training out, honestly. I hit a 58-yarder
as many
in
times
the rain.
as you want. Get in sync,
That's good,
practice it, do all those things. But one
Rashid. Hello. Hi.
get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Tannehill hands to Drake.
Can you get the better mic?
To the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly.
You don't want
once
to, it's
more.
fine, but
That'll go as a loss of 5.
This is my
and
ear
they're going to
hurts.
be staring at a 3rd and long here.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything. So
No!
playing in the
Yes,
In
interception!
this half, it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Jeez.
Take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Elliot, you need Jesus.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
No!
And that hits at the 6 and carries
Garson,
into the end zone
hello?
for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set.
You want to see my defense? You're watching my stream, right? That's where I'm showing it. Okay. Defense. Sanely. John Lee, I mean. There's Clover Quinn.
To take over here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. Mitch Trubisky, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. On first down, Drake. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Drake off the give from Tannehill. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. The Dolphins on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 3. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Tannehill on third down. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And it's a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe...
Oh, no.
Grip it too tight?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
I hate this. This is trash.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York taking a look at the play. Less than 2 minutes to go.
No,
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it,
don't
so
get
he's
in there.
probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason.
How is that roughing the kicker?
We talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room.
Football, a full half to be played. This will be taken short. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
For conventional football, football.
So here come the Lions now. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a bit.
No, you're not scoring a touchdown.
By Rashad Jones. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on second down is Tannehill. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 20.
No.
5. That one goes for 24 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. To the air again, Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tracy Walker.
It's a pick six!
And off he goes. The 30. 10. 5. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play,
go.
They took it the other way for 6 points.
Footing always a concern, but the extra points up and good. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll start in the Meadowlands. The Jets at home to play host to visiting Minnesota. And they're drawing close to halftime with the Vikings out on top. 2 touchdown passes for Kirk Cousins there. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium.
Did you see my pick
and
six?
For the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. Dez Bryant, a touchdown reception.
This is my second pick six.
Lastly, let's get to the Windy City. See what's
you know what's
with
good?
The
We have
Bears
the
at
number
home
1
at
defense
Soldier
in the
Field.
NFL.
And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. Taylor Gabriel up near 100 yards receiving with a touchdown as well. In the game you're watching, it's Matthew Stafford who's had it working in the first half. His guys are out in front as we get you back down to Miami and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one, and trying to turn forward and get some yardage. I really liked what he did there.
Again, it's Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's and his second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. The Lions on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is third down and 12. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
4 down. 30.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Tannehill. And now here's another interception. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Pick.
The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On second down, here's Stafford. Steps away to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now Stafford. And Tate's got it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know they had good coverage downfield, but you have to wonder, on 3rd and long like that, how does that happen that they can get that far downfield and complete a pass? You got to guard the sticks, understand where you are, and so it's almost like someone fell asleep at the switch.
Holy stop.
Been completed. They've got to dust themselves off on defense, pick it up, and figure out how to not let that happen again.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or 2.
Oh!
Touchdown. Touchdown, Lions.
Oh!
Matthew Stafford, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it.
Frick!
They've got this big lead. They said, forget one. We want two. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable that they even attempted from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 23 yards on the play.
Such a valuable commodity to have a tight end who can run and get open. How about what he just did there? Worked his way from right to left across the field and found his way free.
Now a handoff for Drake. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of 2 and second down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On second down, here's Tannehill. Wide open receiver, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
Almost another one.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's Stafford. And caught left side, Olsen. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Still going. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. It's a big play there for the Lions. 47 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Cameron Wake, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make.
I bet Christopher's at the football game.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up. Try to keep that momentum going. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Don't care, Chloe.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. From the gun, here's Stafford. Caught right side, Tate. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them.
I'm
nice
going
completion,
for it.
excellent game.
I don't
now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Here's Stafford. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
37-7.
And the Lions have got it on cruise control. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Prater.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
That time a 6-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away.
This is too fun. There's no way the Dolphins... There's automatically no way the Dolphins are going to come back, but... It's still a fun game.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
And
these guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out.
Oh, I just stripped the ball out of him.
Puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Gonna get a first
we saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He dumps it off to Drake. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
They'll set up the screen to Drake, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and the Lions will take over. And now let's look at the quarterback, Matthew Stafford, in our player spotlight. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback?
Oh, that's a touchdown. No! He got out of bounds. This should have been a touchdown.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Honestly, I swear to God, that should have been a touchdown.
He does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart.
One hole open. One hole open. One hole. One hole.
Shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Play action. Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Robert Quinn in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Stafford. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down.
Finish supposed to go back.
Yeah, being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10.
You know what the score is of my game? 38-7. I'm destroying the Dolphins.
At the 20.
2 pick sixes. 5 picks.
Drake will start the drive.
Is that bad?
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
5
inside, but that
picks,
one
2
was
pick
swallowed up because what they're
sixes.
hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move
Not 7
laterally
picks, but
and open up a
2
crease that
the
they can run
picks
through.
were pick sixes.
Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now from the
I don't
21.
know how many sacks, but and then in offense we scored many.
Right back to
Get
Drake.
wrecked, get wrecked,
And
get
he'll
down
find some
there.
space up to about the 25. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves
This
him
is
with
actually
3rd
pretty
and 5.
fun just to torture
On
this.
any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to
Offense.
break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball in the
Play
ground.
ball,
You can
intercepted.
decide to throw the ball now because
No!
you have the defense back on its heels.
Ugh.
Now a shot
No, my
taken
leg
on
hurts.
3rd down, but it's going to wind up
Wow.
incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Matt Hawk now. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. On the return, it's Tate. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Here's a look at Golden Tate as he heads back onto the field now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself.
Kicks it off.
Opens it up for
Yes.
other people to have big games as well.
He completes it to Tate.
Oh,
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the
Jesus.
20. That one goes for 36 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush
This
out
is
to his
just
right to try and
too
evade people.
fun.
On the run, had to get on his horse.
Oh.
Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Back to throw, Stafford. And the tight end Olsen, right side. And he will lose yardage and be back
fine. I
back
don't
now
know.
in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down.
Jesus. Yeah, that's a tree. Okay. Nice.
And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Now it's Stafford. Open is Tate. Touchdown, Lions. Golden Tate with
Another
a second touchdown
touchdown.
of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions just continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and the Lions have recovered.
Well, second fumble for them, and both
with that kind of a
them
deficit,
go to
you
us.
can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty
This is
symptomatic
their
what we've seen
6th
all game with them.
turnover.
Isn't it? Down this big in the fourth
It's
quarter.
it's
An
that
afternoon to
bad.
forget, absolutely. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They go to Elliott again. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, so much for all the time that you spend in practice, because for offensive linemen and running backs to get in sync, that requires a ton of practice time, a ton of watching tape together, a ton of really getting to where you're thinking with one mind on every single play that's called, every single run, because you want to know how you guys are going to block it. They want to know how he's going to run it, what kind of cuts he's going to make, and it's really anticipatory. And when you're really locked in together, you know what he's going to do before he actually does it. On this play, that didn't happen at all, and that turned into a big loss.
A good return there, call it 13 yards.
That
And the
Chinese
offense
was
will
great
take
into
over
that.
with a new set of downs.
That
Tannehill and
Chinese-
the Dolphins break the huddle.
Chinese
Come
was
up
great
1st and
into
10,
that,
right at the 30.
Yeah, it's great. Who doesn't
For
love
the gun,
China?
here's Tannehill. That's a short one here,
Yeah,
complete to the
sorry.
tight end. And he'll be...
What? It's his favorite. Maybe he's a Trump lover, that's why. I just roasted Jake, right?
Brought down shy of the 40 at the
Holy
38-yard line.
Yeah, I've never blown
Seeing
out.
that play and
I've-
understand just
so
how
back
tough
in like those Madden 15 days, I used to play so much on rookie mode. You know how much I blow them out by? 100. I'm one of the best at
it is to
men.
cover tight ends, especially
just
the ones
can't.
running around.
Just kidding, I'm not one of the best. I'm probably one of the worst.
Nowadays,
Yeah.
makes me glad I didn't make it in
I'm
that
actually
way.
doing
I would have had a really difficult time.
It's our
But now you get to sit up
defense.
here with me.
That's the
Yeah,
only
that's
reason we're
fun, isn't it?
destroying.
Really nice
It's
game
our
right there on
defense.
first down for
We
them.
always
Brings
get.
up a nice
This is
second down.
how many sacks have they gave up? Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Let's look at their. Let's look at our score. Total offense, rushing yards, worst attacks. Let's see how much. We had 5 more minutes of possession time, more than the Dolphins.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
The audience is so quiet.
Back to throw.
It's basically
Tannehill.
probably none
And this
off
time he's gonna
audience,
hook up. It's
honestly.
complete.
Is that
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the
Ryan?
49.
what? Oh, okay. Can't wait till the new Smash Bros comes out. Might get one for Christmas, you never know. I'm either asking for a computer or I'm basically asking what Christopher wants. But I want my own computer. He wants a computer. So do I. He wants a better computer. And he thinks he knows he's getting it, but he's probably not. Is that dumb? Do you believe... What? I don't have a girlfriend. Maybe... Are you talking about Coca-Cola? Oh, then... Are you sure you're not talking about Coca-Cola? Coca-Cola Ansa, yeah. Coca-Cola Ansa, yeah. You know. Okay. That guy wants to make me laugh so hard. I got Kyle Juszczyk. Or something like that. He's from Harvard. He's my fullback. Got the best fullback in the game. Now I have some crappy ones. I got some crappy onesies here. And then there. And then there. And then there. Have... What do you think is the most
Miami
OP
first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
defensive
Fifth catch
player?
of the game for him.
Why? What? Be right back.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. throw one to him every
No.
so often, but mainly they want him out there to block.
No.
Nowadays, an integral part of the
I
passing
watch
game, and
Vsauce.
they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete
What?
pass here now is 2nd and 10.
I might play. Yeah, I'm gonna play this whole quarter so I can
To
do
the
that.
air again, Tannehill.
Almost
Center.
What? Okay, how about we play Fortnite right now? Do you think Michigan Northwestern has a chance at winning the Michigan State game or no? How big?